Hello my friends, I have a quick update for you on how these finishes ended up holding up under heat for the trivets that I made in my previous video. So I have a pot of boiling water. This is one that I used the Rust-Oleum high heat on, that I did not follow the directions and bake. They wanted you to bake it several times at a high temperature, and I just was unable to do that. So I thought I'd give it a shot anyway, since I had already purchased it. And what I was finding out here is that it wasn't going to work because it was sticking to my hot pan was sticking to the trivet. And at this point I felt like I might ruin my good pan, so I decided to do the other two in an old pan. But you can see it just picks up the trivet with it because it sticks to it. And you know, I let these cure for 5 days. I don't know, since I didn't follow the directions on this one, I don't know that it would have mattered if I waited longer. But I just picked 5 days as what I thought was long enough. But it did cause some damage to this. You can see that there's lines there from the pan where it just burnt down into that coating. So that one's an absolute fail. Next up is the Rust-Oleum automotive enamel. I really do think that the engine enamel might have worked, and I'm going to get some and try this again, because this one, it did still stick to my trivet, but it did not cause any damage. And this is the one that I have decoupage on. So I'm really hopeful that if I get the engine enamel, it's going to work. And if not, I'll have to see what my options are outside of that, because the stuff I looked up online that's for high heat, it tends to get really expensive. And you know, if you're just making a trivet for yourself, or even if you're going to sell them, it's just not, you know, you don't want to spend $50 on a can of spray coating that okay, they all stuck. But like I said, it didn't cause any damage to my trivet, so I'm really hopeful with the Rust-Oleum, if it was the engine enamel, that it might have actually worked. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the third one. Even though it's the same high heat coating, it has stamps and a transfer versus the paint inlay that I did on the first one. So I just wanted to see how, you know, what kind of effect it would have on it. And it stuck just like the others, and the damage was more minimal. There was just one little spot on it. But yeah, so my conclusion is I haven't found the right sealer for trivets. And that's what I need to do. I'm going to be on a mission to find the right sealer that's affordable, because I think you could just make so many pretty trivets. We just have to figure out how to cover them up so that they can withstand heat. So I'm just going to show you the areas of damage that occurred, and I just want to make sure I got this out so that nobody wastes their money buying the sealers that I used. And if I can find one that works well, like if that automotive engine enamel works well, then I will let you all know. Thanks for watching, and I hope my failure on this has been helpful for you so that you don't make the same mistake. See you next time.